So I just learned about this new guitar that Jack White partnered up with Fender on, this triple caster, and it's a really snazzy looking thing, but it's completely unique. Nothing like Fender's ever put out before. It doesn't really even look like a Telecaster, which is what it's based off. It still has the body shape, but the rest of it's completely different. It's really nice. It's kind of strange though, because Jack White started off being a guy that would play. He would shun really nice guitars like Strats or Les Pauls when he was playing on stage, and he'd find the cheapest piece of crap he could find and just bang it out. The airline guitars, when he started with White Stripes, I think they came from the Montgomery Ward department store, kind of like Sears, and they might have been made of plastic and almost impossible to keep in tune, but the type of music he was playing and just the talent that he had, he was managed to make music out of it anyway. So it's strange to see him come up with this really high-end, $3.5 grand expensive done to the nines guitar. This is totally different philosophy than how he started. And when I was watching the video on the features of this guitar, the player that was presenting it, I think it was Rhett Shull, said that he had a bit of a concern or a problem with it, and the fact that he loves the guitar, but he felt he was cosplaying Jack White because it was so obvious that it was his guitar. And I started to think of myself, well, this is a signature guitar. This is Jeff Beck. But it's kind of, you wouldn't really know. I mean, the only thing that really gives it away is this little signature here. I mean, I can't even read it, so I mean, you would easily not know that it was a signature guitar, whereas with the triple caster, Jack White Special, it's pretty obvious that it's his. It actually came like this. This is the original pick guard that was on it. Sorry about the noise there. And you can see how it looked, more or less, when I got it. But I put the turtle shell pick guard on it because I think I like it better. I like the contrast of the different colors. I mean, to me, having white on white, why would you waste the opportunity of having a nice contrast there? And what I find interesting is that these pickups and the knobs and both of these little handle tips are a different shade of white than the Olympic white of the body. And I thought, well, I don't know, isn't that kind of like a faux pas if you have two different, almost the same colors being presented at the same time? But I don't know, it works for some reason. Maybe it's because it blends in with the turtle shell, but it also kind of worked when it had the white on it too. So I started thinking if these were exactly the same color, I would think it would look cheaper almost. I don't know. That's just me. And then we have the one thing that doesn't really work in the color scheme here is the orange tape on the guitar jack. And this actually was Jim Bond's cable originally. He put the orange tape on it so that he'd always know it was his cable, because when we're gigging and there's cables everywhere on stage, it's easy to get them mixed up. So that was about 20 years ago. He labeled this, and I've had it for the last 15 years. I guess I stole it from him. I mean, I didn't pick it out of his gig bag or anything, but it just ended up in the corner somewhere, and it ends up in my house, and then it ends up in my gig bag, and that's how these things happen. He's never actually asked for it back. Maybe he will now. But it's kind of a magic cable because so many other have come and gone and died, and this one just persists 20 years later. So thanks, Jimmy. Anyway, so that's my story of the new Strat, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, kiddos.